Hi YouTube, I'm Tim and welcome to part 3 of my DVD and Blu-ray update for February 2019, and this should be my last update video for February. I've last of my money having to save for other things like the bills, so I got impatient and didn't wait for the Blu-ray of Screams of a Winter's Night, and the first 200 or so sold out. Dark Force waiting to get more, so for some other Blu-rays I wanted to get. One, I wasn't sure if it had gone out of print, or it's close to going out of print. And then one that they have on sale at Diabolique DVD is a Code Red Blu-ray double feature that they put on sale because it was two damaged grindhouse prints from what I understand. But yeah, first up from Diabolique, one that they had on sale for $4.99 plus a $5 flat rate shipping fee. So I got this. The shipping was $9.99. Teenage Tramp plus Cat Merkill and the Silks. And this Teenage Tramp was out on DVD a while back with Teenage Hitchhikers, which I think is supposed to be getting a Blu-ray as well, but separate. And Teenage Tramps and still has the Maria's B-Movie Mayhem mode where you can watch the movie with B-Movie hostess Maria. And no extras listed. It might have some trailers. Teenage Tramp. Don't pass her up, she's looking for more than a ride. And then Cat Merkill and the Silks from the Confidential Police Files, a shocking story of teenage gangs. The Silks, the most vicious street gang of all, led by the killer they call Eddie the Cat. Yeah, Eddie the Cat. Let's see what else we've got on here. Teenage Tramp, wayward and uninhibited young runaway Kim has fallen in with a bad crowd. Kim decides to flee said crowd and goes to the West Coast to reunite herself with her uptight, neurotic, estranged older sister. With her uptight and neurotic estranged older sister Hillary. There, she can collect some of the inheritance left behind by her deceased parents. However, evil drug dealer Maury and his flock follow Kim to Hillary's house. And it mentions watching Maria's B-Movie Mayhem, Cat Merkill and the Silks, hilariously bad 70s street gang movie about those juvenile delinquent, or about hilariously bad 70s street gang movie whose juvenile delinquents are led by Cat David Kyle. He's pretty and stick thin and looks like Lillian Gish could take him down with one whack of her cane. While much of the on-screen goings-on are laughably inept, the narrative is occasionally punched up with some surprisingly brutal violence. I'm thinking of the shower room assault here. Including a pretty ugly rape scene. Be warned, these jarring tonal shifts, though, are part of the campy fun, blunt reminders of how bad a filmmaker you could be in the good old days of drive-ins and grindhouses and still get away with it. It's English, color, approximately 74 minutes. I'm assuming that's Teenage Tramp, and then 103 minutes for Cat Merkill and the Silks, and it's anamorphic widescreen 1.78, regions A, B, and C, dual-layered BD50 Blu-ray for maximum viewing enjoyment, rated R. I think that Teenage Tramp might be a little bit longer than 74 minutes. I know what's on Amazon Prime seemed like it was a few minutes longer than that. $4.99 plus $5 flat rate shipping, so good deal. 2 movies for only $9.99. 270s drive-in flicks. And then one Italian film, an Umberto Lenzi horror giallo film with music by Ennio Morricone, stars Robert Hoffman, Susie Kendall, and Ivan Razumov. Scorpion releasing, title Spasmo. Suspense and surprises lurk around the corner in one of the most daring Italian shockers of the 1970s. A mysterious, beautiful woman, Susie Kendall, the bird with the crystal plumage, washes up on a desolate beach, setting off a perplexing chain of events involving the young, wealthy, and mentally unstable Christian, played by Robert Hoffman, his concerned brother Fritz, played by Ivan Razumov from the movie Jungle Holocaust, a murderous maniac on the loose, and female mannequins punctured with knives. Featuring a powerful score by the legendary Ennio Morricone, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, this riveting thriller from director Umberto Lenzi, Cannibal Ferox, is a haunting masterpiece of deception and madness. Special features brand new HD master, English and Italian with English subtitle option, bonus non-DNR'd version, and in both English and Italian with English subtitles, and a vintage Umberto Lenzi interview courtesy of John Surabella, and reversible art, so assuming this artwork's gonna reverse when I open this up. Yeah, it looks like it because it looks like there's a barcode on the inside as well. And then the original trailer. It's color 1974, 94 minutes, rated R, English and Italian mono, English subtitles, 1080p, high definition widescreen, 2.35. It's rated R. You see that mannequin head with a hand breaking through it. So Spasmo. And then one I got, since I found out this is also called Horror on Snape Island, but it got re-released in 1982 by Independent International to drive-ins as a sequel to The Fog called Beyond the Fog, but it's not really a sequel to The Fog. It's just their way of cashing in on John Carpenter's The Fog. Tower of Evil, and yeah, that girl's naked so you can see her breasts. That's why my finger's over her boobs. Yeah, and found out there was an audio sync problem with this Blu-ray, so they pulled it after I bought a copy. It's just today they pulled it to research into the audio sync problem, because there's an audio sync problem around 64 minutes into the movie between a couple characters, so hoping they do something about that, because they listed as being brand new 2018. Well, I won't get into it anymore because they're looking into it. It's a new HD scan because this was out on Blu-ray once in 2013. It's from their original Interpositive audio commentary with producer Richard Gordon, moderated by Tom Weaver, on-camera interviews with actress Retta Wilson, composer Kenneth J. Jones, and editor Henry Richardson play, movie, and Katarina's Nightmare theater mode in the original trailer. It's from 1972, 89 minutes, rated R, English, 1080p, high definition, widescreen 1.78. It's dual-layered for maximum enjoyment. It's got English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, regions A, B, and C, rated R. Graphic shocker, has plenty of bare flesh and sexuality and sexual activity in addition to its horrors to hold interest, and that's during the film's quieter moments. John Stanley creature features from horror producer Richard Gordon in Seminoid, First Man into Space, Fiend Without a Face, and Horror Hospital comes one of the most brutal and mysterious stories ever released on DVD and Blu-ray. Tower of Evil is a haunting tale set in and around a deserted lighthouse on a fog-shrouded Snape Island, so that's why it's also called Horror on Snape Island. The terror begins when a nude, crazed woman slaughters a sailor who visits the island. When she is taken back to civilization and an ancient relic is discovered, an expedition is mounted to solve the mystery of the island, which leads to a series of psychosexual murders starring Jill Haworth from the movie It, Brian Halliday, Devil Doll, Dennis Price, Theater of Blood, George Coloris, Blood from the Mummy's Tomb. That's a really interesting Hammer horror film from the 70s, Blood from the Mummy's Tomb, and Candace Glendening, Satan's Slave. Now witness the horror from an HD master. So it's Tower of Evil, aka Horror on Snape Island, and aka Beyond the Fog, because it was marketed during its 1982 re-release as a sequel to John Carpenter's The Fog, but it's not. It's just something similar, since both movies have a lighthouse in them. So now I will do a recap. So first up, from Diabolique DVD, the Code Red Blu-ray double feature of Teenage Tramp paired with another 70s drive-in grindhouse cult movie, Cat Merkill and the Silks. Yeah, Alicia Fontaine, Tony Massena, Robin Lane, and David Son are in Teenage Tramp, and then Cat Merkill and the Silks is bad 70s street gang movie starring David Kyle. So that's what I got from Diabolique. Then from not Screen Archives, Ronin Flicks, the Scorpion Blu-ray of Spasmo. And then Tower of Evil, another Scorpion releasing title, aka Horror on Snape Island, and I'm covering up the naked girl's boobs, but boobs aren't really much of anything to see. They're boobs, but still. It's not like Playboy. So, Tower of Evil, aka Horror on Snape Island. So, Tower of Evil, covering up the boobs. Spasmo, there's two from Ronin Flicks, Scorpion releasing titles, and then the one Code Red Blu-ray double feature from Diabolique, Teenage Tramp, Cat Kill and the Silks Blu-ray double feature. So that's it for part 3 of my Blu-ray update. Yeah, it's all Blu-rays this time. So I'm Tim, and thanks for watching. Okay.